Welcome to the experience of the Triple T Josie Gray Show, where truth and transparency in life's challenges bring help, hope, and healing.
Listen now as Josie tells the truth about personal growth and spirituality, relationships, health, and finances.
Tell the truth, Josie. Thank you, Power Couple, for that awesome introduction. As they said, I am Josie Gray, your host. As you are joining us today for the Triple T Josie Gray Show, thank you so much. Now, as you may or may not be aware, I am a singer, songwriter, composer, arranger, and a musician. As a matter of fact, if you missed last week's episode, I invite you to go watch episode 17, where I actually sang and played a song I wrote and arranged. One of the joys of singing and playing is watching my beautiful, bright-eyed, inquisitive, fast-learning grandson clap his little hands, raise his hands, sing, dance, and try to get on my piano keyboard with me. I also remember when my son, who is now 12 and a half, used to do the same thing. Now, I remember I had recorded my single CD that had two songs on it instead of one. And my son, who was then 3, maybe 4 years old, was my number one fan. He would listen to my CD religiously every night. And he liked to play it loud. So we actually heard it, my daughters and I, in our other bedrooms nearby as well. He would play that CD with dreams, and he would talk about how one day he wanted to sing with mommy on stage. Now, mind you, he was only, again, like I said, maybe 3 or 4. So needless to say, my mouth literally dropped open as my eyes filled with tears of joy to hear that the child actually understood or even knew what it meant to sing on stage with mommy. Let alone he imaged it, he imagined it on a daily basis. His vision, I must say, far exceeded my own. Now, more on that in a bit. Today, I want to actually talk briefly about 2 things: vision and opportunity. The importance of having both and how it's nearly impossible for one to exist without the other one, actually manifesting really soon. Now, as far as vision is concerned, for most of my life, I've always saw or envisioned myself singing on stage all over the world. Now, I must say, this was before I actually started speaking. My son, it was really something beautiful that we all had. He would actually be the one that would see farther than me. He would see bigger than me, and he could see the potential. We all need someone like that in our lives. He spoke what he saw on a consistent basis, like clockwork, every day. Now, although most of us have dreams and things we've envisioned for our lives, how many of us actually have in place in our lives, or people in position who are actually around us who speak life to what we see as well as what they see, or even they foresee it, if you will? How important do you think it is to actually have at least one person in your corner who believes in your mission, your vision statement, your career, your business, your ministry, or your personal goals? Is it easier to accomplish what you've actually envisioned when you have someone trying to change your mind? Tell you what you're doing isn't necessary? You know how it is. They'll say, "Oh, girl, it don't take all of that. You're doing too much." Or, "Man, you need to slow your roll. Rome wasn't built in a day." How many of us have heard those words or something at least close to them before? They usually come from someone who hasn't done or even thought about trying to do what we're setting out to do. Don't they? Well, let's talk a little bit about opportunity. Now, regarding opportunity, there were quite a few times when I allowed opportunity to pass me by that would have made my son's dream become a reality. What he envisioned, it would have caused it to come true. I may have capitalized on maybe 5 of those times where we sang in church and whatnot, but those were on a small scale. Shaking my head. However, although he's older now, totally disinterested and preoccupied with other things, of course, there is still hope. Prayers and time, right, can change all of that. But let me ask you a question. How many of us have actually allowed opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to pass right by us? Why? Was it fear? Was it uncertainty in what we really wanted or saw, if you will? Was it concern for what others thought about us? Maybe you let the fact that you had never heard of your idea or saw it in your mind and you allow it to cripple you. You never heard anybody say anything else about it, and that bothered you. Does that sound familiar? Here's another one. Were you worried about resources? You know, like
Yes.
having enough time, having enough people
Yes.
in your corner to get it done, enough people on your team, you know? Or what
Yes.
about that big one we say is big? No money? Well, although my son and I are both breathing, there's still a chance. I also have an opportunity staring me right in the face with my beautiful little grandson, who absolutely adores singing, dancing, and playing the keyboard piano with me. So there is another opportunity staring me right in the face, smack dab in my face. Now, I got another question for you. What opportunity has passed by you that's trying to come around again and represent itself, or shall I say, represent itself to you again? Yes, I said represent. You know why? Because opportunities are often gifts. They're not all open, or not all for you to actually open them. And it's true. Many times they're sent for you to share with someone else. Regardless, why do we ignore them? Why are our eyes, ears, hearts, spirits not trained to actually recognize them? But we say we're looking for them. We say we're expecting them. Many of us are drowning in the ocean of life, crying, praying for a rescue. You know, like needing a life jacket or a rowboat. And here comes a motor-powered boat or a cruise ship, even a battleship. That, you know what? How about that helicopter that you let go by you? Sent to rescue you. Yet you're still waiting on something, but you're unsure what that something is that you continue to wait for. Now, we're watching others get promoted or starting a new career, or shall I say a more suitable career, or them taking another chance at love and starting a business, and or somebody else is opening the doors to ministry. Has that prompted you to think about, I'm watching my sisters and my brothers be blessed, but yet I'm still stuck? Does that challenge you? Does it bother you when you see someone else being blessed? Why not point that finger back at you and say, what opportunity have I missed that's right here? It's still the beginning of 2018, my brother and sister. You know, you and God still have time. So when that opportunity is staring you right in the face, the one that's you've probably been waiting for, guess what? From now on, after this episode, you are now being reminded to embrace that opportunity. Pursue it. Maximize to the best of your ability that opportunity. Be sure to combine that with much thanksgiving and gratefulness for the opportunity coming around again, because, you know, we take those things for granted. And then add to that prayer and meditation and guidance, and ask for strength to follow through. Well, guess what? This concludes our show for today. This again is the Triple T Josie Gray Show. Thank you so much for joining us. At the bottom of the screen, you will see our contact information. And remember, please like, share, and subscribe to our show. We would love to have you. If this is impacting your life, make sure someone else knows about it. Stay tuned for video trainings that will be coming very soon. We'd love to have you a part of. Make it a great one. We will see you next week.